Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm in my car per usual, getting ready for my lessons. I have cars driving everywhere. I'm in the parking lot. There's a post office right there, so there's tons of people per usual. But I have gotten questions from new customers, okay, you guys who are like, I got my makeup in the mail. I'm so confused. I don't even know where to start. So I'm gonna make this video is for you, okay? So most of you got 4, maybe 5, 6 tins. But I'm going to show you what to do and how to go about this. So every single one of you, I matched you with a contour, a highlight, and a lip and cheek, most likely. You might not have gotten your lip and cheek, and that's why you might have gotten some other things, but this is typical. And then you picked your 4th tin. So I left that blank. I have a different compact with the, okay, here comes a train. The other optional 4th tin, and what you can choose, or you can just, like I said, you can get them all. So you put your colors in. I like to line them up in the order that I'm going to use them. So I always start with my contour. Then I come in with my highlight shade. So those two together are your foundation. We are not going to layer those, okay? And then I personally like to do my bronzer next and then my lip and cheek, but that's the beauty of this. You can make this compact whatever you want, put it in whatever order you want, okay? So as you can see, I'm already starting to get pretty low on my contour, but that's okay. I'm just gonna pop that out and replace it when I'm ready, because this still, believe it or not, has so much product in it. Okay, so I love this brush. So if you got this brush, follow along with me. If you didn't, I highly recommend this brush, but the same idea applies to this. You're just going to, technique-wise, maybe you'll make some adjustments, okay? So blush and bronzer brush, I pinch this. You might not have to do that, but I pinch it to pick up that product, okay? So I'm not getting a lot. I'm literally just putting a little bit on the end of that, and I'm gonna start at the top of my ear and move down towards the corner of my mouth, okay? So you can, I like to stamp, you can drag, but I like to stamp. So when you stamp it on, that's gonna give you the most skin-like texture, okay? But we're still getting lots of coverage, okay? So I love contour. You could be done, okay? Whatever you want to do, but like I said, I like it, so I'm going to pick up some more, okay? That was a lot this time, okay? But don't be afraid. Like, you literally, so that's a lot. I'm going to show you, okay? You can blend it away until there's almost nothing left, okay? So that's the biggest, one of the biggest things with this makeup is people are so afraid of the pigment. Sorry, there's lots of cars, I'm getting really distracted. People are very afraid of the pigment, okay? That looks like a lot. Don't be afraid. Like, you can literally blend it away, okay? But once it like balances with your face, it's not gonna go anywhere, but like any other makeup, you can rub it and it'll come off, but it's not going to go anywhere unless you're like rubbing your face or washing it at the end of the day. So again, I picked up a little bit. Well, for me, it's more than just a little bit. For you, it's probably a lot. But like I said, I like a good contrast with my contour. So contour is for adding dimension and sculpting your face, okay? And bronzer is for warmth. A lot of people ask that question. Okay, so I'm just stamping it in again. And up here, you saw I was like buffing it. The reason why we stamp here, oh cool, it's a Google car. Okay, the reason why we stamp here is because it's pushing it into the skin and it's not going to highlight any texture, okay? So we push, but I don't have a lot of texture on my forehead, so it's okay to do that. And then whatever's left, I just pull down here. So we've used 1 tin, and you can see how that's already added dimension to my face, okay? So same end of that brush. Now I'm gonna go in with my 2nd tin. So this is your highlight shade. So I'm using, so that first one is indigo. Looks super crazy, dark and scary, right? But it's not, or it doesn't have to be, okay? And I believe this is amber, what are you? This is mango. Oh, we're going with mango today. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna like, I don't know if you saw, I just did 2 or 3 little pushes, and again, I'm gonna stamp. And I like to start in the middle of my face when I stamp this on, because that's where I have the most redness. That's where I have the most acne scars, really. Okay, so if you can see, like, my neck and my chest don't exactly match, but you're gonna see that it's okay. So again, I moved that down, by the way. That was 3, okay, that's a lot. Again, I'm just gonna press and stamp press and stamp, and then I'll just start moving this around my face. So really I've used 3 touches into my makeup. So a lot of my customers are like, oh my gosh, that tin is so small, like there's no way that's gonna provide me any sort of longevity. But really, less is more with this product because they're crazy uber pigmented. Don't feel like you have to go in and like scoop out and pick up so much, because this is not like your traditional makeup where, you know, you put tons and tons of product and you smear it all over your face. So whatever's left I bring down here. Okay, so that's how I blend out my neck and my face. So I have more redness in my face, and so I cut that with my products, but then I like to blend it on my neck because I don't want like a floating head, right? All right, so I'm just pushing that in. Now, a lot of people, and by a lot of people, I recommend you do this. Where's my perfector sponge? There it is. Taking a damp perfector sponge, which mine's not damp, so let me do that. I was not ready and prepared, clearly. Where are you? There it is, on the floor. I'm not kidding when I say I do my makeup in the car, okay? So I use the Seint Stay Spray, but I've been trying this out. I saw lots of beauty like reviews on this, and I'm like, I'm gonna try it. To be honest with you, I'm not a fan. I feel like, so you don't want it wet. So I'm pushing it in and like soaking it into the sponge. You can see how it's starting to like pillow up. This is gonna just press it into my skin and pick up any excess product. So again, I'll get back to why I'm not a huge fan of it in a second, but you want your makeup, or at least I do, and I feel like if you're trying this makeup out, you do too. You want your makeup to look flawless, skin-like, and not like you're wearing a ton of makeup. So no matter what makeup brand you use, I highly, highly, highly recommend using a damp beauty sponge, okay? So I just press that in, okay? Do you already see I have a glow happening, right? I love this makeup. So, all right, what's next? By the way, I haven't done my eyes, and that's okay too, because I'm gonna show you how we can do that too. All right, so the next thing in here is your blush. So again, same side. Just stamping that in. So if you've noticed, we're doing lots of pressing motions, okay? Boom. That's 3 products on my face, okay? Here's where your options come in. So in order to fill that last little section, these are options. So we have a second highlight shade, which you can use underneath your eyes or chiseling out, like, you know, the bridge of your nose, anywhere you want to add brightness. So that's helping you get that contrast, that chiseling. So we've got contouring and highlighting, okay? Then here's our bronzer, which if you're my customer, you know I'm like, get you some bronzer, okay? And then an illuminator, which I love illuminators too. I use it everywhere. I use it on my brow bone. I use it on my cheekbones. I use it as a lip. I use it all the places, okay? So I love illuminators. You can tell I love this. This is the Angel Illuminator. And then the 4th one as an option is if you needed a color corrector. So if you've got redness, if you've got breakouts, if you've got rosacea, freckles, whatever. So when we do our color match, I hope you communicated to me what your goals are for your makeup and how you like to wear your makeup, because if you need that, obviously you should get it, right? All right, so let me show you the different options. So I'm gonna use a brush for this. I have another brush right here. This is the blend brush. I can also use the detail hack. I just like the ones with the little end, like a detail end, okay? And I'm just gonna pick up a couple pats, and I like to do this so that way you can see, oh, those under eye bags in all their glory, okay? So I'm just going to pop this right in where I need it. So this is that under eye brightening, okay? One more tap. So I'm not doing this entire pie piece. I'm being very particular about where I'm putting that, okay? So I feel like I have a little bit of extra darkness right here. I just want to make sure, do you see how that just brightened up that under eye? I love this, okay? So let's do the other eye. So we're gonna get out here. So if you got the under eye brightener, this is how I like to do it, okay? So If I'm normal, I want to add a little bit right here and just make those two meet together. And then this eye's a little special. He has a little bit of darkness right there. So I just want to make sure I treat those spots. Whatever's left of my brush, I'll take on the bridge of my nose. And let's do a little bit here. I have a lot of redness around my nose. That's what happens the older we get. I'll take whatever's left right there in between my eyes. And then I like to flip to this side. I have darkness right on the jowl areas because, you know, I'm not 14, 18 years old anymore. And then I'll use this side of the brush to push everything in. Again, stamping, pushing, this is gonna help your makeup look the most natural and not cakey, okay? So, if you recall, when I did my all over shade, I didn't take it up really high under my eye. So I still only have one layer under my eye. Now, damp beauty sponge, again, pressing it in, making it most skin-like. You see how this is? I hope you can see how this is just like so easy. I'm going super slow for you. This could take me like less than 5 minutes, okay? So that was our under eye brightener. Now this shade here looks so scary, okay? It's a bronzer, but watch what happens when I put it on, okay? So holy smokes, super crazy. But look how sheer it can go, okay? So don't be afraid of bronzer. It's the same thing with contour. The same thing happens, like you can put it on, but then it blends out like a dream. So no joke, let me just show you that real quick. Whoa, don't go anywhere. Okay, so contour, I didn't even pick up more, okay? Boom. That is scary, right? So I love to tell people, put it on super crazy and then blend it until you're not scared. Like, do you see how easy that was to blend? I didn't do anything crazy, but just like pounce on it, push it in and move it around. So like, please don't be afraid of contour. Don't be afraid of this makeup at all. Like, if you feel like you've gone too heavy, just blend. Use your damp perfector sponge, beauty sponge, whatever, just to blend it away. Like it really should not be like something that scares you, okay? And if it does, that's what I'm here for. I want to help you, okay? So bronzer. This is why I love this brush, because this is my favorite way to put on the bronzer. So I just pinch it and wiggle it in there. Okay, so you're gonna see, that's called a hot spot. If you were to do that with, let's call it, what is it called? A powder, there you go. You should find your words, Terry. If you do that with a powder, you're in big trouble. But because this is a cream, it's a dream. Oh, it's a cream, it's a dream. I like that, okay? And I always take it down on my neck again because I want my face and my neck to match. And I just blend those together. So reminder, contour is for definition, chiseling, sculpting your face. Bronzer is for like a warmth, a glow, okay? Bringing almost like color to your skin, like a blush, but a bronzer, okay? So you see I have a little bit right there. I'm just gonna blend that out, okay? Boom, it's gone. I love bronzer, and I don't really do a nose contour too often. I use whatever's left on my brush for my bronzer and just run it along the side. So it's a little bit of a bronzer situation, which I've done that before too. I use just my bronzer to do my contour like that, okay? So now we've used 5 tins. So I have my contour, okay? I have my main highlight shade. I have a blush. I have my under eye brightening shade, and I have a bronzer, okay? The last one that I like to do is the Illuminator. So this would be, what did I say? That was 5. So this is 6, okay? Now I don't, because I love this, I don't have much in there, so I'm gonna really try to, there we go. So I want to see a little bit on there. And what I'm gonna do, okay, so I already have a little bit of a glow. I just wanna pump that up just a little bit more. Do you see that? It just gives me a little bit extra. And really, I like to merge my under eye highlight with my bronzer using this. Like, I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but I do. So I'm gonna pick up just a little bit more. And I merge those two. I kind of blend the two together using my highlight. Why does that keep trying to slide off? Okay, I'll pick up a little bit more, which I don't usually have to pick up quite as much, but because I only have, like, I'm digging in corners of this. Okay, and then I'll take it on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. Those are my favorite places to do that. Okay, so those are my 610. So you, if you picked 4, you got highlight, contour, a blush, your bronzer, your blush, or your under eye highlight. That's how I would recommend using it. So if you've got those things but you saw something else, let's chat, let's get you set up with something else. But I hope that really helped. But I'm going to show you how I can do my entire face now with this. Let's see, I'm going to get my eyeshadow everything brush. I'm going to come back in with my bronzer. Okay, so I'm going to tap, tap, tap. Now I'm going to use my bronzer as an eyeshadow. I love this color. You see that? Oh, gorgeous. So tap, tap, 2 touches. And I'm just going to start swirling that on. Okay, so if you got the bronzer, you can use it for this. I know people who use it for like lip lining. It's amazing. Okay, so I'm actually gonna come in with my lip and cheek color and just add a little bit of that pink shade right on my lid, like that. Okay, and then I'll take whatever's left and run it under my eye. Perfect. Okay. I personally, so if you have other makeups that you like, so if you like your powder blush, girl, use it. I like to set my under eyes. So I use a super finely milled translucent setting powder. Okay, so I give softball lessons. I don't want this makeup to go anywhere. So I just set those little areas right there. And because there's still a little bit more in the cap, I'll just work it around in like my T-zone area. So boom, there you go. What else? Oh, I need to do my eyebrows. So this is where I do use a different product. Nope. Okay, I know you're in here. I feel like I pulled it out so I didn't have to do this, and I'm still doing it. I'm looking for my eyebrow brush. Marco. It's really not in here, which means I pulled it out so I didn't have to dig for it, and I'm still digging. Hello. There it is. See, I told you. Here it is. All right, so I like to use an eyeshadow. And because I was trying to show you, like, in small palettes, all my stuff is all over, like, 17 palettes. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my brows right quick. Oh, this makeup looks so good. Not my face. Like, I'm not saying I look so good. The makeup looks good. Just so we're clear. Okay, so brow 1, done. Okay. Brow 2. Done. Let me just fluff her up a little bit. Brow 2 done. And then mascara. Oh, the only thing I didn't show you that you can do also is use that blush color on your lips. So I use it in my eyes, on my cheeks, but also on your lips. Love it. Okay, so I went super slow through this, and I hope you found it helpful. But always, if you have any questions, please shoot me a message, text me, whatever. I seriously want you to love your makeup. I don't want you to feel like you're stuck with this makeup that you don't know how to use, and it intimidates you and it scares you. We can hop on a Facebook like Messenger video chat. We can do FaceTime, whatever. I want you to love it. So you just message me, make sure that you're getting what you need, because I don't want you to feel like, you know, you've bought this makeup and like you're left to figure it out on your own, because that's not what I want for you at all. So let me just put on this mascara and we will be done. And if you feel like you didn't get the right shade, I would try really hard to make sure I color match you guys perfectly the first time, but I'm human too. If it's not the right shade for you, like, let's get it figured out. I will 100% help you in making sure that it's perfect, as always. And if you're catching this and you're like, I love this makeup, I need to add more, because then you're like me, shoot me a message too, because I will happily help you grow your collection. Because that's what I do. If I love something, I gotta have it all. So I can relate. All right, my friends. Well, like I said, I hope that was helpful. And if you have any questions, let me know. All right, I'll see you later. Have a great day and love your makeup. And if you don't, let's chat.